Alright, here we are in our nation's capital. We're actually visiting the Canada Computers Orleans location. We're going to go talk to our friend Guillaume. We have a really cool challenge for him, so let's go see what he's up to. Guillaume, how's it going? Nice to see you.
Same here.
Great. So we heard that you love FPS games.
Oh, sure do.
Okay, cool. So we have the perfect challenge for you then. We want you to build your dream system catered to FPS players. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
All right, let's do it.
I'm your man.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, Guillaume, I'm a huge FPS fan, so the system you have here looks pretty decked out. So you want to go through all the components that you picked out with us?
Absolutely.
All right.
So first off, we'll start with the Corsair 300R case. Corsair cases are known to be easy to work with, and this one has a lot of cooling. Since I'll be using a non-reference cooler card, this one will have plenty of ventilation, which is where these fans come into. These are the Corsair AF120 Quiet Edition, so you won't be overwhelmed while you're gaming. These do an excellent job at keeping everything cool. And what you put in the case would be the HX750. This is an 80 plus silver power supply. It's modular, it's ready for SLI, and it's got great quality, great build, and it's got a 5-year warranty from Corsair, so it's very reliable, high-class series.
Sounds like a solid unit.
Yeah, now to put that in there, we're gonna choose the Z87A motherboard from ASUS. Now this is a new socket 1150 from Intel, which fits the new Haswell processors. If you choose to overclock, which I will do with that processor, this one has excellent capabilities. You can overclock from the BIOS, or you can choose ASUS. So ASUS has great software for overclocking, makes it easy for you. You can press one button, it'll literally overclock it for you, test the limits, and you won't have any problems whatsoever.
That's awesome.
Definitely. For that motherboard, I chose the i5-4670K. This is a new Haswell processor. It's fully unlocked, so you can unlock it right from the box, start overclocking. This one is very powerful, quad core, and you won't be bottlenecking any of your video cards. You can put 1 or 2 video cards, almost any of them. You won't have any bottlenecks with this processor, especially if you overclock it, which is one of the reasons I chose it, looking towards the future.
Fair enough.
For a boot drive, I chose the 520 series 240 gigabyte drive from Intel, solid state. Intel is known for being some of the most reliable SSDs on the market, and these are their quickest series. They are lightning quick, extremely reliable. I have nothing bad to say about them.
Fair enough.
For data, for putting your Steam games or anything else on there, I chose a 1 terabyte Western Digital Black. This is a great drive, 5-year warranty, 7200 RPM, excellent reliability. So if you're going to go for a good solid drive that you want to last for years, this is highly recommended. Also for RAM, I once again went with Corsair. This is a 2x8, so 16 gigs Vengeance. This is a Pro series, brand new series that came out, fully certified for Haswell. These are 1600 megahertz sticks. Most people say you won't need more than 8, but I'm thinking more towards the future, so I think 16 is a safer bet, just in case. Now, in terms of boot drive, in terms of optical drive, I chose the ASUS Blu-ray. It's just a Blu-ray combo, since not too many people will be burning, but you still want to watch Blu-rays on the beautiful screen I chose. This one is a great drive, extremely reliable.
Okay, cool.
And since we'll be overclocking, I chose the Corsair H80i. This is a great overclocking cooler. It's hard to keep them on the shelves. It's one of the most popular ones we have. Does the trick very well. It'll keep it cool, no problems whatsoever. Really highly recommend.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been really popular in this Dream System series we've been doing for sure.
Yeah, we just had to get a few more in because we just ran out. Now to run this all, I chose Windows 8 Professional. It's Windows, you know it, it works well, beautiful interface, and for gaming, there's no other operating system.
Yeah, it's certainly been gaining popularity over the last little while.
Oh yeah, you just can't go wrong with Windows. It's the way to go. And in terms of video card, the most important part, I chose this bad boy, the EVGA GeForce GTX 780. This is a new ACX cooler from EVGA, and EVGA is the largest manufacturer of video cards in the world. I chose this card because it's extremely powerful, has 3 gigs of VRAM, so if you want to do multiple monitors or ultra high resolution, this will drive it. And it's also a GK110 GPU, which if you've heard of the Titan, this is the same GPU with slightly less cores. And if you get this from Canada Computers, you get Splinter Cell Blacklist and also a code for Batman Arkham Origins when it comes out.
Very cool, very cool. So looking at the core components of this system, it looks absolutely beastly. So what kind of peripherals did you pick out to match up with that?
Good question. So I started off with the Corsair Vengeance K95. This is a fully mechanical red switch keyboard, fully backlit. So you'll get the anti-ghosting that you need. You'll get the great response time from the red switches. And if you're shooting in the dark, if you're trying to move in the dark, the backlighting will definitely help. And it's a great feel, great board, has a nice rest for the wrist so you won't get hurt too much, has fully programmable macros. I just can't recommend it highly enough. And if you're playing in the dark and you want to turn up or down the volume, you got the knob just to switch on the volume right there.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so let's check out this mouse.
This is one of my personal favorites, the Logitech G700S. This is a great mouse for first-person shooting. It is a fully wireless and gaming-grade laser mouse. And this one goes up from 200 to 8200 DPI. So say you're playing across multiple screens, the 8200 DPI will make that much easier. If you're playing on a single screen, you can choose a slightly lower DPI. And the cool thing about this is you can program it so you can press one button and it'll go on the fly down to up to 200 or up to 8200. So if you need quick movement right away, you can do that. Or if you want to snipe someone and have less DPI and more precision, you can do that with one button press. Also has fully programmable buttons, and it's a gaming grade laser, so it's 1,000 report rates per second, extremely quick, no lag time whatsoever. And if you do find yourself running out of batteries, you can just plug it in through the USB cable and it'll automatically switch to gaming mode. You'll be fully wired, charging at the same time, and you won't feel a hitch whatsoever.
It sounds so good, it's almost like cheating. Okay, all right, so that stuff all sounds cool. So how are we going to hear our enemies coming?
Well, you want full surround sound, so I chose the SteelSeries Siberia V2, the pro gaming headset. This one is full 7.1 surround sound, extremely comfortable, extremely good build quality, great sound, great mic, so you can scream at your enemies or hear them coming sneaking behind you, trying to put a knife in your back or put a bullet in your head. You'll hear them coming with this bad boy.
Fair enough, all right. Cool, cool. So what's this display? You want to tell us about that?
Well, the display is one of my personal favorites. It's the Asus VG248QE. This I'm actually saving up to buy. It has a 1 millisecond response time, which is pretty much unheard of. It's ready for NVIDIA 3D Vision, and this is the 2nd generation, so it'll be a lot brighter than the old 3D Visions. It'll look really good. It's a full LED backlight, and it has a 144 Hz refresh rate. So since I chose a 780, this will be able to show almost all the frames that beast of a card chooses to push out.
Okay, pretty awesome. So all in all, this system looks pretty hot. I kind of definitely want some of these components. But let's say you have the system all together and ready to go. What games would you be playing now, and what games are you looking forward to playing?
I'd be playing Crysis 3 just to see how far I can push it. Games like Metro 2033, Metro Last Light. And later on, I want to see what this will do with Battlefield 4, any game coming out, any new Metro game. Just any game that'll push a GPU, this is a beast to handle it.
All right, Guillaume. I think the guys out there will probably be pretty impressed with your system. So thanks a lot.
Thanks very much.
And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Did you know Canada Computers is online? Join our community on any of your favorite social media channels.
We're on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Google+, and YouTube, not to mention our blog, cchotspot.com.
See you online.